It's minus 8 degrees Celsius in western Massachusetts, but the weather has not stopped the crew preparing this 8,000-panel solar farm.
For the rest of this week, it's going to be freezing cold.
Veteran electrician Ed Martell says installations have been going non-stop for the last several years.
I thought it was going to be a flash in the pan a couple years ago. I've seen solar just keep going and going and going.
Martell says the boom has been good for electricians like him. The industry has been growing at a time when he says there has not been much other work.
If it wasn't for solar, there would have been a 2-year period where I wouldn't have worked at all. So yes, it's very good for us.
Massachusetts now ranks third nationwide in solar jobs, behind California and Florida. Renewable energy is just one way the state is dealing with global warming. In Washington, the climate debate is polarized between Democrats calling for an end to fossil fuels and Republicans saying these proposals will destroy jobs. But Massachusetts Republican Governor Charlie Baker took over from a Democrat and held firm on climate policy.
The Massachusetts climate change is not a partisan issue. While we sometimes disagree on specific policies, we understand the science.
The state set a target back in 2008 to cut greenhouse gas emissions 80% by mid-century. It charges power companies for carbon pollution and sets policies that encourage efficiency and renewable energy. And the state has invested in new technology, like this wind turbine testing center outside Boston. It's paying off, according to Steve Pike, head of the Massachusetts Clean Energy Center, an agency created to help the state meet its climate goals.
Over the course of the last 8 years, every single year, the number of employees, the number of workers in the clean energy industry has grown. And in total has grown since 2010 by 84%. So not only does investing in clean energy make good sense in terms of climate change, but it also makes economic sense for Massachusetts.
Clean energy is now a $13 billion industry here, employing 110,000 workers. The state's economy has grown more than 20% since 2000, while greenhouse gas emissions have fallen nearly 22%. Pike says fighting climate change does not have to mean wrecking the economy.
Certainly in Massachusetts, what we have found over the last 10 years is just the opposite. In fact, it grows the economy.
There's work to do to power the world without wrecking the climate. Steve Baragona, VOA News, Wales, Massachusetts.